This podcast was recorded on Budjalung land and produced in Naarm.
All right, we're on.
Bring the action. Okay.
Episode 3.
Hi, guys. I feel like I'm always the one to intro.
Hi, guys. Skye and Callum again. Episode 3 of pretty much chatting pure manure.
Pure manure. Okay, so on today's episode, we're going to be chatting about a little bit of everything: relationships, sexuality, green flags, red flags.
Yeah, and maybe just like how to sustain a relationship longer than a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe give me some advice.
I feel like Cal needs a little bit of help in that department. You know, the commitment issues are issuing.
Literally.
Okay, so what was with that Instagram caption that you posted?
Oh, what the jet ski handles waves better than I handle commitment.
Yeah, that one.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
Talk us through that.
I'm just struggling with the commitment side of things. Like, I like the idea of relationships, but I don't know how to fully commit.
I feel like it can be scary though, because I mean, we've spoken about this in episode 1, but you don't want to give false hope when you don't know where you're at.
Yeah, that's right. And then sometimes you can get caught up in the love bubble and think that that's what you want, but then really you're not too sure on the other side as well. Like, the way I look at it is like, how do I know I've got the best apple in the tree if all I've had is a Royal Gala? I want to dabble into the Granny Smiths, the Pink Ladies, the Fugees.
Oh my God. At
Do you know
least
what I
he's
mean?
honest, ladies. At least he's honest. Do you know what my theory is when it comes to men? I feel like the only way or the only reason they will settle down is if they believe that they've found the best fish in the sea.
Yeah, that's
Don't you
true.
think?
Yeah.
Like if a guy's like, oh no, I reckon I could do better,
Yeah.
then they'll be like, I'm going to keep searching.
Yeah.
But if they're like, nah, this girl is solid,
Yeah.
love everything about her, good personality, great tits, great ass, whatever else they're looking
Because like,
for.
I feel like guys, like, there's an element that you think the grass might be greener somewhere else.
Yeah.
But until you find the one and you're like, that is astroturf. It ain't getting any fucking greener because it's plastic.
Yes.
That's the one for me,
Literally.
you know? But as well, I just feel like unless you're ready, like ready for a relationship, then like it just fumbles. Because I know a couple of guys that have been in like relationships for like, you know, close to like 3, 4, 5 years and everything's like smooth sailing or whatever, but it's not really progressing. Then they break up with somebody, then like meet somebody 2 weeks later, all right, moving in, kids, like when you know you're ready,
that's the
you're
thing.
ready.
If you know, you know. And I feel like that was the thing with Lachy and I. I'm like, why haven't you proposed to me? Like, not that I care about it now. I'm just like, whatever. But I feel like he was such a slow burn. Like, I mean, I feel like he's always been sure of me, but he's only just started talking about marriage in the last 2 years.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And we've been together like 8 years now. So I'm like,
Hmm.
he wasn't like, yeah, I'm going to pop the question. But yeah, I feel like if it's the right girl,
And the right time.
Yeah, and the right time, the guys will be like, yeah, I'm all in, let's go.
Yeah.
But just some guys just aren't into marriage. Like, and that's maybe how you'll always be. Like, do you think you'll ever be ready?
Yeah, 100%. Like, all I want in life is like, you know, a loving family, like a partner, lifelong partner, like marriage. Like, I want all of that, but I'm not into the whole like stigma that like, okay, like the clock's ticking. We've been together for like 3, 4 years now. When are you going to propose? When are you going to do this? When, like,
Dude,
it's just-
take it from me. You do not need to rush.
Yeah, you don't
Like,
need to rush.
you
Yeah, that's right.
don't.
And like, for example, yourself, like, you know, you've got the kids and like, you know, you've been building your house and stuff. Like, you ain't
For
got time.
100 years, might I add.
Yeah, like you ain't got time to like plan, you know, like.
Oh,
like,
I know.
You got too much on your plate already.
Yeah, I don't
Do you know what
even
I mean?
think about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
my dog's crippled. My manager's screaming at me for work every day. The boys are like so crazy and hyped. Like the reno, there's just so much going on.
Yeah.
There's no way I could handle it. But I mean, a wedding would be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, how old are you again?
I just turned 27.
Okay, so yeah, you're still so young. Like
Mm.
you have a lot of time.
I do have a lot of time because guys can actually settle down a bit later and like, you know, we can do that. Like, we don't have a biological clock like as women do.
Rude.
No, but like legit, but like when I'm 35, like I
Yeah,
can
you're
still,
not the one holding the baby.
That's right. Like there's less pressure, I guess, for guys.
That's true. But now can you understand from a woman's point of view where we're coming from when we're like, okay, we want to know if it's serious. And
Yeah.
they do get quite attached quite easily. because
it's like it's your like DNA sort of thing,
yes,
right?
it's our
Like,
DNA to be like, all right, let's go, baby
Yeah,
time or
yeah.
whatever else, you know? Step into that feminine energy. So, and like you said, we do have less time than you guys.
Yeah. So I do feel like I've got like time to meet the right person. I'm not stressed about meeting the one. But at the same time, I don't want to be like 35 and then be like a bit rush, like meet somebody, then like baby straight away, then like house, marriage, that sort of. I want to be able to like have a young love where like I travel and have loads of experiences with my partner before like having kids and stuff like that. Because like obviously when you have kids, you would know firsthand, like your kids are your priority. You can't just like pack up and go on like a random vacay or a random holiday.
It's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, that's right. So I want to have that like young love for a couple of years first before the kids and all that sort of stuff, you know?
I mean, the kids do make it really special though. Like I've always remembered the family trips over any brand trip that I've ever been on. Like it just makes it so much more special, but it also does make it a lot more stressful. And it is
were your
different.
kids planned? Like, did you plan it?
No, the kids weren't planned. So Lachy and I met on Tinder. I was actually on and off with my ex Cam, and we had broken up. So I jumped on Tinder and I was like, let's go, let's have some fun. And then, matched with Lachy. And he was like, he didn't believe it was me. He was like, there's no way this is Skye, Wheatley. And I'm like,
oh, because was this before?
After Big Brother.
After Big Brother, right, okay.
So this was after Big Brother, and he thought it was like a full fake profile. And I'm like, nah, bruh, it's me. And he was like, oh my God, you're my favorite on Big Brother. Like, just full frothing. And then I ended up getting back with Cam, broke up again, and then went back on the app. Lachy was still there, got chatting, met up a few times. And then after like 4 months of dating, I was pregnant with Forrest.
4 months.
4 months, dude.
Oh my God, and that's so soon.
Yeah, Lachy's such a good guy though. Like I feel like I've not really had any problems, or I've never second guessed it. I'm like, no, I know he's all in, and I know that. I feel like he felt like he'd experienced what he needed to. Yeah. And he was like ready to settle down.
How old's Lachy?
He's 32.
Okay, so a year older than you.
Sorry, fucking hell, that was, wow. No, he's not. He's 34, sorry, turning 35. Okay.
So what's that, like 4 years older than you?
Yeah. So.
Is it, math?
4? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so he's a little bit older than me, but I feel like he was maybe more ready than any other guy would have been at his age. Because if I was 24 when I fell pregnant, how old would he have been?
Oh my God, you might as well ask me to calculate the fucking mass of the earth, as if I'm going to know what that
28.
is.
Yeah, so, dude, he was a year older than you.
Me.
Falling pregnant.
He was falling pregnant?
Well, I was falling pregnant, but he was falling pregnant as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So he was a year older than me, right?
Yeah.
Was there any point where like, because obviously that's a big thing, right? 4 months of knowing somebody, then pregnant. Like, what was those conversations like? Were you like, I'm 100% like, I'm having it? Like, was there any like
no doubt. Because I really wanted to have a baby. I was really keen to settle down, which is like, I can totally relate to like the feeling rushed and pressured thing because, and I don't know why, but I put the pressure on myself. Yeah. Like, I was the one who was pressuring myself. I'm like, oh, you got to settle down. You got to have babies, this, that. Like, my biggest advice to anyone would be like, don't rush it and don't put that pressure on yourself. Like, you need to have such a strong, solid foundation to bring children into the world. And it is so important that you have that. And me and Lachy were all good, yeah. But like, we barely knew each other.
4 months is not long at all.
No, like, and I instantly moved in with him. Like, we were just like full steam ahead straight away. It was very serious quite quickly, maybe similar to how you and Sash were. But yeah, I was more freaked out than him when I fell pregnant. Like, he was like so excited and keen, and I was like, oh my God, like,
it's happening.
Yeah, this is actually
but then
happening.
28, I think that's a reasonable like age.
Mate, it's
28.
That's like you next year having a baby.
Yeah, that's actually scary. Doing nappies next year.
Yeah.
Mate.
What age do you think you want to settle down?
I want to like, I reckon, like, you can't put like a time restraint on it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, if it happens, it happens. I'm not actively like looking for like a relationship or like a partner. I'm just like open to it. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not like, I don't need somebody in my life. I'm happy with like being single and just doing me. I could not
picture you as a dad. I'm so sorry.
And it's going to take some training and some practice.
I feel like you have so much more
growing up to do.
And like life experience and the worst thing you can do is have a baby when I mean, you'll never be ready for a baby. It's such a massive life-changing thing and such a big responsibility. And I don't think people even grasp the fact of
how hard it is.
How hard and challenging it's going to be and how much is going to change your life.
Yeah, they say that because like your whole life, it revolves around your kids, right?
Yeah, it's
like,
not your life anymore.
Your
I mean,
life, yeah.
I'm very big on like, I'm going to take time for me and do the things that make me happy because I have to, in order to be a good mum, I have to fill my own cup as well.
Yeah, that's right.
So I feel like I balance it really well, but there's other mums out there who just like my mum, for instance, she just dedicated her whole entire life to me and my sister, did not do anything for herself.
Yeah, yeah. It's good. I think that's how you keep relationships alive too, right? Like if you have that like one-on-one time with Lachy when the kids can go to your mother's.
Yeah, you still need to be you
because you're
as
still,
a couple.
Yeah, as a couple. Because I feel like it's easy to like get distracted, get caught up with just kids.
Yeah, and then forget
like,
about your partner.
Your partner. And then that's when your relationship, I guess, can kind of just like drift apart or just not be as strong. Like,
yeah, and it's definitely hard to navigate too because
to find the balance, you mean?
Yes, a balance, and also like be teammates and be living together and doing absolutely everything together. Like you're parenting together, you're in each other's pockets. It's like hard to keep that romance and the spark alive.
Yeah. How do you keep the romance and the spark alive?
I would say, yeah, like doing things together. Like we don't often get to go on dates together because like if he wants to do something, I will have the kids, or if I do something, he's got the kids a lot of the time. So when we do something together, I feel like it's like the honeymoon period again.
Yeah. But then like that like fills up your cup and that will last you like a couple of weeks or whatever. Then you go again, right?
And it's like you fall in love all over again. So I do think that's really important. Another question I wanted to ask you was what's like your green flag and your red flag when it comes to dating a girl or like seeing someone?
I would have to say like the biggest green flag for me is just like your morals and your values. Like are you family orientated? Like, is that your goals? Like, the way I look at it is like, this is going to sound weird, but I feel like as a guy, you look for your partner to be somewhat similar to your mother.
Yes.
Like you do. And like my mother does the most for the family. She always has. Yeah. She's like a very caring, like nurturing, loving like woman. Yeah. And she's always been like the heart of the household. So like I would like look for a partner that like possesses those same sort of values as my mother.
Yeah, that's really nice.
That's like the biggest thing for me, you know? Like, can I see this woman being like the mother of my children, you know?
Yeah.
Because you have to, like, I'm not going to date for the sake of dating. I'd rather not, you know? Like, if I'm going to date somebody, it's going to be like, I see that intentions.
But right now, not really, because you're scared of commitment?
I am scared of commitment, but I still, like, would only, like, give my energies to those girls that are in that same sort of realm.
So you kind of are... You are thinking about the future and like...
Yeah, you have to be, yeah,
you
100%.
are serious about it, but you still have commitment issues?
I'm working on it.
I think it's your situation though.
Yeah.
I think you've got a lot going on. You're not going to jeopardize your experiences in your work right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know what I mean?
Like the way I look at it is like I've got loads of time, but I've got enough time to find somebody and meet somebody. That will come over time. But like if I turn stuff down, like TV shows or any like opportunities, then like that's gone forever. You know?
Honestly, ride the wave.
Ride the wave.
Ride the wave. Do you know what? Actually, fun fact, I turned down Geordie Shore when I started dating Lachy because I got asked to do Geordie Shore.
Yeah, right.
And I turned it down for him because he was like, no, you can't do that. Well, I instantly knew. I'm like, he's not going to like that. That's not going to be good for our relationship. And yeah, I just don't see that and him
working together.
Yeah. So I turned it down. But looking back, I'm like, my advice would be like, just don't.
Yeah,
like,
don't.
Take every opportunity. Obviously, I'm happy with how my life panned out. But yeah, I think I was put in a really hard situation. I really wanted to do it. I love being on TV. I love that whole experience. Yeah. But I also found a really good guy, and then it just makes your decision so hard.
Yeah.
And then you're always going to look back and be like, what if,
Yeah, and see, that's it. Like, that is what plays in my mind. Them exact words, what if?
Yeah.
Like, I don't ever want to go through that and be like, what if I did that? Like, what? Like, I don't want to leave any stone unturned.
Yes.
And I want to just take every opportunity that comes my way with both arms, because I feel like you regret the things that you don't do.
Yeah, I know. But also, I think if I did go on Geordie Shore and I got out, I would have been like, damn it, I just lost a really good guy.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
what do you do?
Yeah, you're getting pulled from like both ways. And that's the
Yeah.
story of my life. That's why I
Yes.
find it so hard to commit.
Yes.
Like, you need to be 100% certain to go through with like a relationship.
yeah.
Otherwise, like, you'll just like lose out on loads of opportunities, like miss out on loads of opportunities.
100%.
You know?
And that's like your bread and butter right now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like it is. Touch wood. Like, I've been lucky enough to have like a show after the show. I've always got one lined up. So it's always in the back of my mind when I'm meeting somebody. It's like, I like spending time with you. This is fun. But then I have this like burden in the back of my head. It's like, you've got this coming up, Callum. Don't get too deep.
Yeah, I mean, and it's almost like you are looking at it from a business perspective, right?
Yeah, 100%.
like-
But enjoyment too. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm the same as you. Like, I love TV. Like, TV is the best. I feel like it is one of the best jobs in the world. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Because,
And it's a rare experience. Like, not everyone gets to do that, but also not everyone could do that.
yeah. But it's like, it's light work for us, because, especially reality TV, because like, you just got to be yourself, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to do like KPIs or be at a certain, like, you can just be yourself and like, that's it.
Yeah, I
So
know.
it's the best
so
job,
good.
you know?
It is the best job in the world. But I think maybe you will always have problems while you're doing this and while you're in this industry, and meeting a girl and dating a girl will be
A challenge.
hard.
Yeah,
Just
it's a
because
challenge.
of what you do. I mean, even Lachy and I have our ups and downs, and he struggles sometimes, and, you know, he doesn't fully understand the line of work.
But then,
and-
like, if you look at it as like, if you're going on a date, if your partner's going on a dating show, right? Or like somebody you're seeing is going on a dating show, right? How is that any different to like you dating maybe like, I don't know, a big famous actor like Brad Pitt? Brad Pitt's in a movie, he's like hooking up with a girl in bed for like an acting purposes. Like,
No, there is no difference. I don't think, that's what I'm saying.
but there's actors that do have relationships, that do have roles like that in movies.
Yes, that's true.
That's way more intimate than like having a bit of a dating fling on TV.
I know that would be hard. I mean,
Like, how do they navigate it?
yeah, I know. I guess it just comes down to like respect and loyalty.
Or
But
maybe your partner seeing that like this is the job.
yes, exactly. But it is hard to be like, well, my husband or my wife is kissing someone else. Like that would be hard to deal with. But
Like, I get it. Like, with the specifically dating shows, like, I wouldn't expect any partner to be like, oh, that's okay. Yeah, you go on a dating show. Like, and you wouldn't want to go on a dating show if you're seeing somebody anyway, because it's like not organic. It's not authentic. Like,
there's people that do go
there
on
is.
like,
It's common. It is. I would never
Yeah.
do that. But even shows like Aussie Shore, where like you're put in these environments and like, your intentions are not to go out and meet people, but you just have to have fun.
Yeah.
And like sometimes they play games where like involves with a kissing or whatever. It's like, you're not going out to meet somebody. You're just doing like a job.
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to meet a girl that's going to be like, yeah, babe, all good. Go have fun at Aussie Shore.
Yeah,
I'll be
I know.
waiting.
Yeah, I know. I don't expect that because
What
I
do you want for
definitely.
dinner? Lasagna? I'll have it on the
That's
table
my
ready.
favorite.
Yeah, no, I don't
No,
know.
I would never expect a girl to like be all right with it, because I, as a guy, like if I was seeing a girl and she was doing it,
You'd
like
be
it wouldn't.
uncomfortable.
I would be uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
So it's just finding the balance, I guess, isn't it?
And it's also knowing like maybe right now is just not your time.
Mm.
Okay, so we've spoken about the green flags and we just went so off topic. But what about the red flag? What's a red
What's
flag?
your green flags?
My green flags is like, number one, I'm going to say confidence. Because if they don't have confidence and they don't feel the security in the relationship, I feel like it could kind of wear you down. And then they put that insecurity onto you, even if you're not doing anything wrong. And because they're feeling insecure. And I've been like that before in relationships too.
Yeah.
So
right.
I'm really just basing it off me and like the old me being so insecure and not having any trust for my partner. But I do see that as potentially being like a turn off or pushing the other person away. Do you feel,
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
feel
I
that
get-
too?
Yeah, I get that.
Another green flag would be, just like how they treat people and respect for everyone, no matter
That's
who
a big
it
one.
is.
Respect, like literally
Yeah.
little things.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like being respectful to everyone. Red flag would be maybe not putting me as a priority.
Yes, okay.
Like if I could see that they would
rather go out with their friends and have drinks with their
Yes.
friends, or like
Yes.
just put you to the side a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So those are mine.
I'd say my red flag would be like a girl that doesn't have like a drive or like
ambition.
a passion or like ambition. I hate the words, I'm just a girl. Like,
oh my gosh, people say that.
yeah, like so many girls would say like, oh, like I'm just a girl. Like I'm just a girl. Like, no, like you can still be like a girl and have like ambition and passion and like strive to be the best version of yourself, like career wise and all that sort of thing. Like that to me is attractive. So if a girl doesn't have that and just happy, just like coasting along, like not really having that ambition to do things or be the best version of themselves, it's a bit like, I feel like it slows me down.
Yeah, I agree.
So obviously you've been with Lachy for a while.
Yes, 8 years.
8 years when you were
Going
25. But I did hear something that if you had more time, then you might have explored your sexuality a little bit more.
Yes, so I was, and I don't want to offend anyone here, but I was watching Love Triangle, and it was this girl, and she was saying like she's pansexual, which is basically, and I didn't even know what that meant.
I don't know what it means.
I didn't know what pansexuality was until watching this show. But basically it's you are attracted to the person's personality, not what sex they are. So I feel like
So bisexual.
No. It like you could be attracted to anyone, but you're attracted to their personality. It doesn't matter what sex or because there's all different.
Yeah. It's a very
Bisexual is just like women and female.
No, that was the same thing. Women and female is the same thing.
Oh, sorry. Male and female.
This should be one of the things that we shouldn't be talking about in the podcast because we have no idea.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, oh God, I don't.
Okay, no. So pansexual is basically you're trying to say is you're not attracted to their sex, you're just attracted to their personality.
Yes, their personality and like who they are as a person and stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, totally. I think that I could go down that path because I definitely see people's personalities before their looks or their sex.
Yeah.
So I feel like I could maybe explore that, or I could have, not now obviously, but I could have maybe gone down that path. And I find it really interesting because I'm like, yeah, totally. Like I definitely connect with people's personalities.
Yeah. Because I'm the opposite. I always go for the looks, but then like that only lasts a short amount of time because the personality is what like keeps you there, right?
Exactly. Like that's what you're falling in love with. I
feel like
at the end of the day, because looks fade, don't they?
Not unless you get surgeries.
Oh my God. No pun intended, sitting next to Skye Wheatley.
But yeah, like I get you, like the personality. So what, had you gone back in time, would you have been more open to meeting like both sexes?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, okay.
Yeah, 100%. All right, time to wrap it up. I really hope I didn't offend anyone with what I said because I don't really know too much about it.
Yeah, it's not our speciality,
yes,
is it, to say
it's
the
not
least.
like my field to be chatting about, but I did find it interesting and I'm like, oh yeah, that could be me. Anyway, in another life. Thank you so much for coming, guys.
Season 3.
Season 3! Season 4 will be right around the corner.
Right around the corner. Next week, we'll see you there.
Stay tuned, guys. Make sure you subscribe. And if you want to ask any questions or send your inquiries in,
you can email Skye and Callum at novapodcasts.com.au.
Yep, there we go.
See ya.
Bye.
That's the hardest part of the job.